Let's take a look at this decimal keypad control for MIDI Designer Pro. This is not intended to be a standalone layout, but a capability you add to an existing layout. It gives you an on-screen keypad to select an exact control value, additional precision for large range controls, an alternate input method. Unlike the beta version posted previously, there is no STREAMBYTER coding required. You're just going to use the methods you already know building MIDI Designer controls to make this work. So let's start see it in operation first. What we have is the action button is sort of like your enter button. So it tells the keypad where the input is going. We have some receive controls that receive the value back, and they're in yellow, and they're super controls of the controls in green, which would be your existing layout controls. So let's say we want to choose channel 9. We'll just type in channel 9, we get that directly. Presets, we want to go to preset 5, we hit that and we go. We have auto clear here, we can turn that off. Let's say we want to set everything to 12, we can do that and then clear it, turn auto clear back on. And continuing on some examples, as I said, the best use is when you have a large dynamic range. So we want to get 1011 in our big picker, we can jump right to that. And we have some other non-standard range controls here. We have control that goes from 16 to 31. But if we type in a number that doesn't work there, but it does work there, we get the error message. Also, if we haven't made any input, it will let us know we have not made input. So I said it doesn't require any STREAMBYTER coding, but you can extend it with custom capability if you want to. Here we have an example of a custom capability that splits an input into a bank and program change number. Let's say we enter 4068, hit that, and that will interpret us as a bank change of 31 and a program change of 101. Go out to specific keyboard. So how does this work? As I said, you configure an action button, which is sysx. It has a standard action header. We have a unique ID, which identifies which one of these controls it is. We'll enter the MIDI min value and the MIDI max value. And then in the receive control, it has a standard header again. We match the unique ID, and then we have V, or the value. The only thing is if it's max minus min is less than 128, we'll have a 1 byte V, and otherwise it'll be 2 byte. There are some additional notes here on, if we have a lot of those, how to manage unique IDs. Just a little bit additional details over here and setting up the buttons. And if you do make an error in setting up, it will tell you you have a defined range error. Do want to give a shout out to Will Spence that had the idea for this capability.